No, I'm not going to do like the horns, whatever finger thing, because I think that's just way overdone. Hello, here's Movie Fanatic Nate coming at you with a video that's not about a movie or any movie-related news at this time, but something that I've been known to do over the years and months is whatever a CD comes out that I'm interested in or whatever like that, or in this case, whenever a CD is going to come out, and this is a big news because I mean Metallica hasn't put out a new studio album since I think it was, I don't know if it was '08 when Death Magnetic came out. It might have been '08 or something like that. So whatever. So it's almost been 10 years since they put out a studio album. So this is kind of a big deal to whatever us fans that or people that are actually into this stuff, which I only recently got into. I was more of a punk rock guy until whatever, a couple, maybe I don't know what it is now, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I actually discovered, or actually I was never into metal or anything like that, but getting on in years, as each year passes, it's kind of like, well, what were people my age listening to back in school and stuff like that, and I know they were listening to this, so as you kind of just, I don't know, it's just like punk rock, yeah, I've been doing that for over a decade, so I just kind of branched out and tried other stuff. So among other things, metal was a part of it. In this case, Metallica was a huge part of it. So I've got every studio album, Metallica album and stuff like that. My least favorite, which of being Load and Reload, and I like my two least favorite Metallica albums, and my third least favorite is probably Saint Anger, although yeah. So anyway, lo and behold, I mean, people have been wondering for years and years and years if Metallica are ever going to do, a new studio album, and basically news just dropped within the last whatever, if it's been maybe 2 weeks ago now or whatever, that in fact on November 18th this year, 2016, what is it? I don't know, 10th or 11th studio album from Metallica by the name of Hardwired ... to Self-Destruct, I think is coming out. I think that's what it's called. And first of all, I love the title of the last one, Death Magnetic. I love the artwork, and I love that the fact that I thought it was really stupid that, like, I think it was after basically after Black Album, they kind of started to go away from the classic Metallica like logo as far as the the classic way it was done, and Load, Reload, and Saint Anger, they I don't know, felt like that was too old or something like that, and they couldn't use it anymore. They wanted to not do that, and I thought it was stupid. So it's cool to see, on the artwork, of course, of Death Magnetic, the classic, Metallica, what I called like the fishhook artwork was back, and stuff like that. Not only that, but just the the magnetic like coffin thing, and especially if you got the like the album, I think even on the plastic CD case version, it still does the same thing, but where you flip the pages and it's like, yeah, anyway, I'm rambling. So, first off, it's really cool to see them keeping the classic Metallica logo thing for their name of the band on the album cover. One of the things that I guess I can't complain too much about, because it's keeping it, but yet changing it a little, is the way it's all whatever, like zzz, 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 So by doing that, they're like keeping the original classic, or whatever font and of the name of the band name, but adding a different look to it, which is kind of cool. But like other than that, like the faces thing is just like all these like whatever evil devil tormented evil just faces that are basically ready to self-destruct. The cover is just like, oh man, like the cover of Death Magnetic was just fantastic, and obviously, like the first 4 album covers were great, and whatever, and wasn't too keen on Load or Reload covers for, various obvious reasons, and so, I kind of like Death, or, Saint Anger cover, but this cover, I just here to basically talk about just my thoughts on the upcoming release, my thoughts on the cover, and another goofy thing is, which I'll get to in a minute, which is just 2 CDs, but anyway, I'll get to that in a second. So, the cover, feel free to let me know in the comments what you think of the cover, which is just kind of like whatever. I'm glad that classic, Metallica logo's there, but, albeit, a little bit changed for whatever, for the self-destruct, just ready to aspect of it, and not too keen on I gotta tell you, it's I don't really like the imagery of like the face, like you know, different shots of the face ready to, looks like he's just gonna explode, like he's being, you know, like if you that's what a head would look like when it's being electrocuted and it's gonna, you know. Don't love the cover, but anyway, I've made that point, so we might as well get on with this. Move on to the next topic, which is, this is like, you know, in an early thing, press release or whatever that I read, he's like, or I think it was on, no, it was when that song, Hardwired, I think, the first track on the album, is actually, was debuted on their Metallica's YouTube channel. The video and the song debuted on Metallica's YouTube channel, Hardwired or whatever, which is track 1 of the album. What am I getting at? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Shit, oh well. Oh yeah. Basically, you know, with that, they said that almost 80 minutes of new music coming out on a 2 CD, you know, release. And it's just like, first thing I thought of is, why is this 2 CDs? Because almost 80 minutes fits on 1 CD. So, you know, that's one of the things, like, the cover aside, I mean, I can take a bad cover, but, I mean, I still listen to CDs, like, you know, in the vehicle. That's how, yeah, that's how unhip I am, but I still listen to CDs in a vehicle CD player, so a person kind of want to be able to listen to a whole album without having to switch CDs. So for us old farts who, you know, use CDs in their cars still, I mean, who the hell, and even without the whole car CD player thing, what's the point of putting what could fit on presumably 1 CD onto 2? It makes no sense to me, because they've said, you know, in the description on that video of the music video of Hardwired, that it's, you know, close to, I can't remember what the exact, you know, wording is, but it's something to the effect of, you know, not quite 80 minutes, you know, almost close to 80 minutes of new music. And like I say, close to 80 minutes fits on 1 CD. So that's the biggest thing. There's 12 tracks, 6 tracks on each CD. Why the hell are they doing 2 CDs? Basically, they're doing all kinds of different versions. They're doing a basic CD release, which is 2 discs, basic, cheapest version to get it on CD. They're doing a 3 CD version of 3 discs. Disc 3, I'm still confused. It has Lords of Summer, what they put out. Put that song out last year, I think. And a lot of other kind of stuff. I'm confused what the hell they even are, riffs or whatever, and this and that. So, yeah. But anyway, then they're of course doing like a huge like vinyl package and a normal vinyl package. So anyway, I just wanted to come by and just express my thoughts on the upcoming Metallica album that's coming out November 18th, and just bitch about the cover, and, you know, bitch about why this is on 2 CDs when it's like, you know, I don't know, if it's some way of kind of like, you know, how on LPs there was the side change, you know, I guess maybe having 2 CDs is their ways of having like a side change even if you have a CD. I think it's really kind of dumb personally, you know, particularly, you know, like I say, people like me who use CDs still in cars, you know, to listen to music, you know, you'd be like, oh, I gotta put in the CD too to listen to the second half of the album. But anyway, I'm just bitching. So that's what this whole video is basically for, more or less to bitch. So now that I've bitched, I guess I can end the video. But feel free to let me know what you think of this upcoming release. I mean, you know, obviously the track Hardwired was pretty cool. Obviously this sounds like it's going to continue on the kind of tradition of what Death Magnetic started, and which I much appreciated. I think in a lot of ways it would have been cool if that would have been the last album. That was pretty cool, Death Magnetic. But hopefully this will be, you know, just as cool, if not cooler. You know, Hardwired is a pretty decent track, but I was really surprised. It's probably one of their shortest tracks as well, which also leads you to believe, or leads you to wonder why the hell you're doing 2 CDs, because it's 6 tracks. One of them's only, what, is it not even 3 minutes long, or whatever Hardwired is? But anyway, boggles the mind. Feel free to let me know what you think about the artwork, the release, anything about the release. Are you excited? Are you not excited? What do you think about the 2 CDs for a album that's not even 80? I mean, that can fit on 1 CD. I'm just going over and over again like I do so much. So let's just end it here. Thank you very much for watching this video, my thoughts on the upcoming Metallica album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.